All right, welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. I am back. Okay, so I'm going to do a video every day until the end of the month and start rocking these out because they're important. The market is doing things and it's time to look closer and do some trading. So, tonight, first of the videos for this month, and I have kind of promised that I will do them every day of the week until the end of the month at least. Then we'll take it from there. But BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. All right, looking at today, looking at FinViz. The market is closed, but still you can see kind of a sideways market for Dow, Nasdaq, S&P 500, and the Russell. But ultimately, they all did close in the green, which is kind of nice. Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, big winners. Lilly didn't do so well in the healthcare industry. Amazon just barely 0.8% up. So anyway, in general, a sideways yet good day for the big indexes. They all closed about a percent up. That's pretty darn good. So looking at Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, we're looking at 11 billion. Nah, that's not too bad, but it is up 11%. So definitely, I think we might be hitting the weekend with some velocity, and that's kind of interesting. Looking at the at longs versus shorts right now. Shorts been taking a beating last couple hours, and buys, big buys coming in. Watching the order books, not quite as many big sells, and you will go over why that is, or probably is, in just a moment. All right, looking at longs versus shorts here on Blockchain Whispers, we're looking at 54% long, 45% short for Bitcoin. Now for Ethereum, 71% long, 29% short. Definitely very bullish on Ethereum. All right, looking at the big exchanges right now, like the top 20 in general, they're perking up towards the green in positive volume on spot trading as we go into the weekend. Interesting development. Are we going to have a Lambo weekend? Maybe. Looking at Bitcoin and the top 100 alts, Bitcoin 62,667. So if anybody was waiting for that cool off to maybe actually get in, felt like they missed it, you might be there. We'll take a look at why that could be. Now, looking at 24-hour price movement for the alts in general, we're starting to go a nice strong green for the alts as we roll into the weekend. This is interesting. So we may see some serious crazy alt trading this weekend. I'll be in there myself, and I'll be putting out videos, maybe even doing some live trading, like while I'm trading, just fire up the camera, and anybody who wants me to chart something, I will. And it's looking cool. Doge up 11% last couple hours. Thorchain up 6%. I like this. One thing I like about seeing a nice wide swath of green here on the top 100 is that's probably going to be an exchange that most people can use. I mean, some of these will be on exchanges that most people can use, because I know that unless you are a VPN warrior, the exchanges that American users can use is pretty darn slight. Now, Bitcoin has been ranging. This is a daily chart. Bitcoin has been ranging for a couple days now, and let me actually fix this a little bit, make it nice and big so you can see it. Can I fix this? Let's see. No, I can't. Never mind. So let me actually make this where you guys can really see it. Or it's probably too big. This is looking kind of barbaric. All right, so daily chart, as you can see, top is red, and that's where you sell. Bottom is green, that's where you buy. And we did have an issue here where definitely we went. This is kind of what I consider big money doing. Like they're selling here, selling here, selling here. You know, they're buying here, and they're buying here, and you know what else they're doing? They're buying here. Now, if you look at this range, we have quite a ways to go. This is a daily chart. Before we get back into that range, the sell range. So definitely, I'm thinking we might be seeing some beautiful upwards movement here. This is Bitcoin that we're looking at. Now I'm going to fire up a shorter time frame. What interested me today, big time, was the 45-minute chart here. My favorite time frame, a short time frame. Yes, it is, but my favorite. As you can see, beginning to see a nice upwards trend here. We broke the white 200 moving average and the 314 moving average, and we're holding it. In general, indicators look good. I can't give you the secret of what it is, but right here is a blockchain education Lambo indicator. And you can check out bitcoindailybit.com, check out blockchain education, click on the link. You get a nice discount if you join through the link. I don't make any money off of it, so I'm just doing it because, well, I'm a member, have been for forever, almost a decades, and it's good stuff. So come join the team, come in for the big win on crypto trading. And the methodology works in any trading, like let's call it architecture. Any trading, not methodology, but any trading, whether you're doing corn futures, or Bitcoin, the methodology works. Now, 45-minute chart, what are we seeing here? Directional index is looking good. ADX is looking good. A little bit of volume coming in. Squeeze indicator's looking good. We might see some sideways here, but who even cares? Because the white moving average is the 200 moving average. The other one is the 314. I think worst case is with this nice volatility that we have, we're going to either bounce off the 314 or we're going to come down and back to the 200 and bounce. But probably we're going to hold this. And I'm kind of just, pure high octane speculation, but I think we might see a nice weekend ahead. If I was to look at this recent run, something that I do like on the short time frame is you've got a low, you've got a higher low, you got a higher low, and then let's see what happens. You could almost say we already have a higher low. Let's see if we continue moving up from where we are. I definitely like what I'm seeing. I think you could even be a little bit optimistic and very, somewhat creative. And you could even draw an upwards channel from here and realize that we probably just broke out of that beautiful upwards channel. And then what happens usually in a situation like this, if the indicators are strong, and they are, you make support off the bottom of that channel, off the bottom. You make support off the top of that channel, and you start a new channel going upwards from there, where that becomes the bottom. So I like what I'm seeing. It's overall pretty darn sweet. This is nice trading right now. If this weekend could be a Lambo weekend, I will be just trading my ass off, and I'll share what I'm doing with you guys. So we'll have kind of a little, profit party. Other than that, this is looking good. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. I love it. One of the things about the 4-hour chart that I really like is looking at this upwards movement. We're not quite to the 200 moving average yet, but we're working on it. If we break the 4-hour 200 moving average, then we're definitely looking good. But we're moving up, and here on the 4-hour chart, you can kind of see where we're starting to make the top of the channel that we've been in support. So I like what I'm seeing. If I fire up some indicators, how are we looking? Yeah, indicators show that the squeeze indicator on the 4-hour is really taking a beating and getting ready to come back up towards the green. Directional index is in the green. ADX is just trending up. A little bit of got some nice volume recently, and I dig what I'm seeing. So, boom, it is a good day. This is good stuff. So we're already over the 200 on the 45. Let's actually look at the hour. Yep, on the hour, something interesting is happening. Indicators look good, but what I'm seeing here that's interesting is on the hour, we are, beautiful upwards channel that's been formed. Broke to 200, but we're getting rejected off the 314. That's interesting. And between the 200 and the 314 is never a very strong place. So watch out for Bitcoin possibly doing one of these and ranging between the 200 and the 314 before it takes off if the indicators stay strong. So this weekend is really looking kind of interesting to me, at least. Let's watch Bitcoin for some positive, powerful moves. We'll see how it shakes out. I mean, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon is going to be a big deal. We'll see if it ends up being kind of a Lambo Bitcoin all weekend, or if it just basically fizzles out. Looking at the DXY here in the top corner, DXY taking a massive dump the last couple of days, gives crypto and everything else a little bit of room to move. Crude oil is down. It broke outside. It broke below the upward channel that it's been in. I can't say what that means really, but it doesn't match the reality that I'm seeing geopolitically. So I would not be surprised if we saw a nice, beautiful, powerful bounce. If you are a oil trader, oil futures trader, I guess. Looking at gold has been on a downtrend recently, and over here on the right, silver has been on a downtrend recently. These guys, honestly, hang tight. I'm not going to make a big move right now on either gold nor silver, but silver is kind of a favorite asset of mine. So if I was to look at silver from the perspective of is it a buy right now? Can I make money, etc., etc. Let me look at this thing. 45-minute chart. Yeah, really, really weak. Below the 200, below the 314. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. Interesting. So you can see it's kind of holding this upwards move that it's been in. Definitely giving a lot back. It did break below the 200, the white moving average there. But is that a wick bounce off the 314? Could we see the beginning of a continuation upwards and on silver? That's rather interesting. I like what I'm seeing. So anyway, it's crazy. It's Friday night. Get some sleep or go out and have some fun, whatever you're going to do. But this weekend could shape up to be rather powerful. I'll be trading, and I'm going to really discipline myself to get in and do these videos more regularly, because there's great setups to share and a lot to look at. And I have a feeling we might be seeing a bit of an upwards movement as this weekend starts. So this could be a weekend that if you catch some good trades, could be life-changing wealth. So I will do my best to be on and be trading and share what I'm doing. So take care, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Let me look at my comments here. Okay, there's a comment from Blockchain Education Manager. He's over at Blockchain Education, of course. NASDAQ took off at 7:30 a.m. Central and did 800 ticks in 4 minutes. Wow, that was the NASDAQ. I didn't actually look at the NASDAQ on my yeah, there's the NASDAQ. Okay, cool. NASDAQ. Let me actually fire up a chart real quick before we check out of here. NASDAQ. It's just called NASD, right? No, it's not it. NASDAQ. Right. NASDAQ. Make sure I'm seeing this correctly here. I won't keep you guys too much longer. Oh, it's a Q. Sorry. NASDAQ. Okay, here it is. What did this thing do today? Let's look at a really fine measurement here. Yeah, the NASDAQ on the 45-minute chart, it broke above the 200 and just now it's breaking above the 314. A 4-hour, just look at that. 4-hour chart shows it much better. NASDAQ on the 4-hour chart, something to note here is you've got this beautiful upwards movement. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's a 4-hour chart. Beautiful upwards movement. Definitely gave some back today. Floated with the 200 moving average. Looks like it found peace within itself, like an enlightened master. Definitely opened with some gap. That's amazing. Strong bounce to the 200 moving average. I'm also seeing a rather a cool indicator here. The W pattern usually equals win, so it wouldn't surprise me if it keeps going upwards. If I was to look at the NASDAQ right now and do an upwards channel with a lot of creativity and optimism, I'm going to go like this. Yeah, So as you can see, it's had some breakouts above and below the upward channel that it's been in here on the 4-hour. It definitely dumped hard. It challenged the 200 moving average in white there, and it did find traction there, and it made a bounce. And if we look at what's going on right now, I mean, where is it in its sort of a pump frame, as I call them? Where are we at here? We are working on completing a W pattern for the win, but also here we are, like, bam, could we see some nice upwards movement? If one is a person who cares about the NASDAQ, it's totally fine if you do not. But if you do, let me grab my forecast here. If we were to make a move off where we are right now and go back to the top of this channel, that could be like, if we just follow the natural curves that we've been seeing, around 17 days, we could be up to like 15 days, we could be up 7%. So interesting. And if Bitcoin follows that up, then we're going to be in a beautiful time. So market's volatile. Everything's crazy. I'll be on all I can to share some trades and things like that and show you what I'm doing. And anyway, just take care. And this could be an interesting weekend. I'm going to be on it, and I'll share what I'm doing. So once again, take care. Talk to you all later.